I'm personally very excited. Looks like we have KoopaTroopa versus HBox first as our first match of top 8. This is loser side.
First of all, Blur, thank you. So well said. We're glad you're with us in the cause. And it's clear that it's 100%. You're one of the real ones, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Okay, so Koopa used to be a Mario player, longer Mario player. He's a SoCalian. You know, I used to play with him all the time. He was really good when he was a Mario, but now he's switched to Marth, which is a wise choice for winning Super Smash Bros. Melee games.
Yeah, I saw the light. Every plumber shifts at some point.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, there. That's a missed Blur dash into an SD. It's
Blur, how hard is the Marth hack dash? Tell me about it.
Don't say that ever again to my face.
It's hard. It's harder than the Falcon one for sure. I've picked up Falcon recently and been playing Marth for a while, and I hit the Falcon one. Feels a lot better. Oh, and that one never feels good. Speaking about things that feel.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like it depends on what you're going for. If you're going for like pure invincibilities, it's especially difficult. But the truth is, you don't need it as much because the part where you're not invincible, you're like kind of already off the edge where they usually can't hit you. But just performing it, there's always a risk of dying. So 4 stocks to 1 KoopaTroopa and SD, and then it all went wrong, man.
So quick. Oh, he really wanted to do it that soon. Oh no!
Okay, he had this setup. Okay, he still got it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, this is an uphill battle if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, this is not looking too right. If HBox keeps slamming these rests, this will not be a long set.
And it's so hard because like HBox will make you second guess things. Like like he started the game and got multiple grabs and chained them together and thought maybe I should go for some more grabs. That gave me a lot of %. And both other times he went for it, he was arrested. So
he was crouch rested too. Like
HBox. Yeah, you'll do it. And I mean, even if he gets down tilted, Fair will miss sometimes. So holding down his puff is a great option a lot of the time.
This is going to be a best 5 set. I know you guys have been used to watching best of 3, but all the top 8 will be best of 5. This matchup is my personal favorite in the game. I think Zane said it's also his favorite. It's just such a complicated matchup from both sides. It takes actually a lot of tech skill. That's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. A lot of higher end Marth tech skill with like drifts and jump direction and stuff. You don't get to use it all the time in some of the faster matchups just because like those options just don't work. They're not as good. They get punished easier. But in this matchup, you gotta like swing your sword so accurately. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I've always noticed with Marth is that when you're playing against certain floaties, especially Puff, you have to play so disciplined. You know, where sometimes you might get away with certain things because the spacing might be running into you, even if they're very good. But if it's not, Marths aren't used to getting outspaced by certain moves and such. So you have to play so disciplined because sometimes you can't do a combo. You got to do one hit and then not get hit again and then just keep playing safe.
Sometimes you get 4 fairs in a row.
That's true.
And you know, Marth's sword tends to outrange Puff's Bear, but it's not by much. And for the most part, the actual drift is the most important factor of either character about who wins an interaction. So it's gonna be about like extremely precise analog controls and like being able to hit those that sort of tech skill all the time, as well as, of course, the grab conversions. You know that everyone talks about with the pivots and so on.
And I saw Koopa did a good bit of those at the start, so maybe he can, close out some of these stocks a bit earlier, and that'll help him a ton.
Crucially, he's not going for grab as much. I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard to get rested like that twice and say, okay, maybe I should grab sometimes.
Oh, he's full hopping above Puff is a little dangerous.
Yeah, trying jump mix-ups. He does have to be careful.
It's a bit scary because when you're coming down, you really just have down air that's going to beat a lot of things. But, HBox taking an up air to down air trade, at 120 to 20% is way better probably for HBox. He's not going to die from it anyways. Would have died to that up air.
That would have been nuts. Okay.
That's
cute little combo, yeah. Dash attack probably.
Looked funny.
Yeah, I'd say dash attack. No!
Yeah, I'm not liking the down airs a lot. It's a bit hard because it's even at 0. If you're holding down and stuff, you can still punish Marth down air a lot of the time. People think it's safe, especially if you hit them really high in the air before you land. You'll have less time to move before they're actionable.
Okay, trying something, but just whiffing a swing. It's off to the races. Okay. Why did HBox retreat? Do you think?
I think maybe he thought he was gonna drift to the right, and if he had jump and drifted to the right, and HBox guessed right, and he maybe got it back air, it would have been the game anyways. I mean, it was anyways, but yeah, that's
I
at
think
least
that right there at the end, that was a reverse, like it looked strong back air that ended up turning into a tech situation. I'm gonna call that a 10 out of 10 hard tech. If he got that tech, I would have been surprised because I didn't expect that back air to lead to a tech on the right platform, just the way the bodies were. And so yeah, Koopa wasn't ready for it, and then just ended up being a reaction rest at the end there. From Koopa, like the thing I'd like to see is hold center, be confident in your role, like and all that. But you know what's really difficult is, like I mentioned, because it's such a tech skill heavy matchup. Like from if you don't believe in your own wall, like you kind of throw away your game plan real quickly, right? And so you have to actually be super disciplined and being able to do that. And right now, HBox is sort of dominating by putting some pressure on the position that Puff wants to be in the most. Tries to go for a roll rest read.
Oh my god.
The position that Puff wants to be in the most is a backer on shield with Marth in the corner. That's like a super winning position for Puff. Kind of like how Marth Falco goes, where Falco gets a laser on Marth's shield with Marth in the corner. It's a winning position for Falco. So center stage is just so critical so you don't get put in those sort of spots. Just because both characters win when other one's cornered.
Damn, Blue, this is your favorite matchup. Holy shit, you know everything about it.
I love this match. This is such a sick matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think he's already started to not full hop as much because, you know, just Marth short hop, like, you know, HBox is not going to take a full hop trade if he thinks he's not going to win out of it. So when you full hop really high in the air and you're kind of drifting slowly as Marth, Puff has time to make a decision on whether they want to engage you or not. So sometimes it gets out of your hand.
Yeah, it's usually short hop walls that you do. You know, full hop is always something that like I didn't do for like my first 10 years of playing the game. Almost like full hopping with Marth a lot, and then I eventually mix it in. It works, but you have to be like, it's you sprinkle. It's a sprinkle.
Yeah, you can't take two here because then they'll just position. Good players will position really well.
Yeah, and, exactly.
Something I want to see Koopa do, I don't know what you think about this, Blur, but I remember the first time I ever studied a set was PPU HBox, and I saw how often PPU used nairs, and it was really good, you know, especially in those positions where Puff might be crouching and trying to jump, and you can space, and you can auto-cancel it. You know, just as a neutral tool, it seemed really useful.
I mean, Nair's just like the move of Marth these days. Like people love their Nairs. Ken used to do Nair a lot. If you watch like even the old set of Mango Ken used to do Nair. Nair's really good for repositioning. It's also just extremely hard to punish for Puff. In general, this is more of a fair matchup than a Nair matchup, but it's still, you know, Nair's good. It's a good move.
And yeah, this is quickly getting away from him again. But
yeah. Man, he got mixed up on Randall a little bit there.
And the platform too. Oh,
I like the back air.
Yep, the lone back air kill, the rarest.
Yeah, I feel like more Marths need to edge guard with back air. It's really good, especially against certain characters like Samus and such. A lot of people will fare when back air will put you at a lower angle and if it tippers way further away. But yeah, that's a 3-0.
Yeah. Speaking on that, the end there, Marth is one of the few characters that can legitimately like edge guard and